Hey, how you going? So we got another Blox Bulletin. It's really exciting. So basically, it starts off with a pretty cool idea, and I think really glad. So after the last one got hacked or something, I don't really care about that. So it was a bit weird. But basically, what they're going to be doing is they're going to be doing real time sneak, where they're going to actually show like gameplay. So in the last Blox Bulletin, they were doing like videos and stuff like that of like showcasing cars, fishing, stuff like that, and they're saying how they're going to be doing more of those in future Blockstrews bulletins, which I think is a really good idea. But I think a lot of people would much prefer just like a little video instead of just a like image or something. And I'm really glad that they're going to be doing that because you can actually see what the thing looks like, how it's going to work, how it works in like gameplay and stuff. And like we got a lot of information, like we know how the car's going to work, we know the fishing, like the different fishing mechanics and stuff like that. You can't really explain. So showing like a video as well, I think it's a really good idea. It also shows how well they are, like how far they're progressing and how close we are to getting the update. We also know what we're going to be work, which is really exciting. We don't know what the other two fruits are. They're probably going to be less good fruits, but we know that we're going to be getting pain. So a while ago, we got this thing about this guy who constantly gets beaten up, but then he constantly keeps on getting up. And so, yeah, he has the pain fruit and he can take pain and put it back, which is a pretty cool idea. I don't know if it's going to be in the actual thing. So basically, he like builds up a pain meter and then he uses this sort of thing to like do extra damage. It's kind of like the guy from Black Panther, where like you get hit and then you do extra damage back. I think it's pretty cool. You also have the Last Stand ability, where the basically it surges back the users in a volatile state with full meter and a brief window to unleash a maximum power, which burns out completely. So it's basically like if you get hit a bunch of times and you're pretty low, you can use this ability to do a lot of damage. Yeah, it said it was unfair physical advantage. So we don't know how what this is going to do. It might heal you or something, or you might just do a lot of damage. But I think it's a really cool idea, and I think pain's going to be really good. Pain's probably one of the worst looking fruits, and I think it's a really good idea that they're going to be reworking, because pain's like a really good fruit, but no one really uses it, and I think it'll be cool to get it reworked because it's really nice to, and it'll be nice to see people using pain because it's like an old good fruit, kind of like venom and stuff like that. We don't know what the other ones are yet, but I really hope that venom and control, especially control. I think, as I said last Blockshoots video, I think control would really save Blockshoots because a lot of people have left block fruits and they really need some like big fruit rework to kind of bring back a lot of people. So a lot of people have left, then I think control because we've been waiting for years and they need to give some stuff. But yeah, we've also got some new swords and stuff like that. We're going to be getting swords reworks. Don't think it's going to be like moves. I think it's just going to be the design. I don't really know why they're focusing on like swords and accessories. Like they look fine, and there's a lot of other stuff that a lot of people have been waiting for. I don't know. Blockstreet does this weird thing where they'll be reworking a lot of stuff, even if they've reworked them multiple times. Then no one's asking for, like, no one's asking for another spiky trident rework, but they're doing that, and people want like control rework and island reworks and stuff like that in 4C, and they're not doing that. They're focusing on these random reworks that not many people really want, and they're doing a lot of these fruits, that swords that no one really uses. Like you very rarely see a lot of these swords that they rework people actually use. So yeah, we're getting these accessory reworks. They still do look pretty cool though. And sword reworks. The trident one only has two prongs, which isn't a trident anymore. Trident had like three prongs, but that's fine. But yeah, they're looking stylish and up to date, and they're gonna be reworking more swords and stuff like that, and maybe even guns. But guns got reworked pretty recently, so I doubt they're gonna be reworking as much guns. But yeah, I think it's a pretty cool idea, and they said it's only part of the lineup, so it's going to be a lot more stuff. But yeah, it's annoying because that means they're going to have to push back the update because they're going to be focusing on these random reworks. I think they should just be focusing on stuff that people are actually asking for instead of these random stuff. Like they did this this Google form. They don't really seem to be listening to it, and a lot of the stuff they're not really focusing on. Now we also got some more news about this new island that's going to be underneath Tiki, and it looks pretty basic. It looks pretty similar to like the underwater island that we've already got, but it still looks pretty cool, and the fisherman looks alright. Basically, we've got these fishermen patrolling around the perimeter, and they're guarding these like rogue cultists as well, and they're like protecting some all powerful relic or something. We don't really know what this is going to be. Maybe some like raid or something, like the volcano thing, or some like special ability or fruit, something like that. We don't really know, or something to awaken, but they just say we're not supposed to be here. We don't know what we're going to be getting yet. And I really hope they do more of those like videos, because a lot of these videos would kind of clear out a lot of the stuff that we're going to be getting. And it's kind of annoying that they release all of these sneaks, but it often makes you ask more questions than actually questions answered. But yeah, it looks pretty cool with the different colors and stuff like that. We don't really know how big the island is, but I really hope you can explore, and I hope like the submarine isn't just like a teleporting thing. I hope you can actually use the submarine. Like, imagine how cool that would be to like fight with the submarine and do different stuff underwater. I think that'd be really cool. We also got this different, like the image at the front where the guy's boat and it was destroyed. So maybe it's talking about like sea rework or something, because there's a bunch of rocks. And maybe rocks do damage or something, or maybe they're going to be reworking different stuff. I really hope they do rework like the actual like sea events and stuff like that, because a lot of those are pretty basic, especially sea beasts. Sea beasts look really old. I think it'll be cool to get those reworked, and also making like an underwater thing if they do more stuff with the submarine. Like you can do sea events underwater and stuff, even with a bubble and stuff. So yeah, it was a pretty small block shoot Bulletin, but we've got quite a few different stuff, and most exciting thing is pain. I'm really excited for pain rework. But hopefully we also, since we're getting weekly updates, we're probably going to be getting one fruit per update. So we don't know what the other two are, but pain's going to be really cool, and I think it's probably going to be the best fruit in the game. It's also good that we're getting a fruit that isn't a transformation. It's pretty much all of the fruits recently we've been getting, and pretty much all of the really good fruits are transformations, and they'll have like some big boss thing. But I really doubt they're gonna make some transformation for Pain, because that would look pretty goofy. But Pain's gonna be really cool, and I think a lot of people are gonna be really excited for Pain. The Fishman Island also in the image doesn't seem to have like a bubble or something like the previous Fishman Island. So maybe there's not gonna be a bubble and you can explore out. I think that'd be really cool. Maybe the fourth sea is underwater, because a lot of people really excited for fourth sea and really want fourth sea, but it's probably going to be very similar to the other three seas. So maybe they're going to do something different and make it completely underwater and make it really different from the other three seas. We don't know when we're going to be getting fourth sea, and I very much doubt it's going to be in this update. But I think it would be cool to do something different from the other seas, three seas, because otherwise they're just all going to be the same. We don't know if we're going to get island reworks as well, but hopefully they do. We do get island reworks, especially Thirsty. I think Thirsty would be really, really important, because like new players joining in the game, and the islands don't really look that good, and you have to kind of wait till third sea until the islands look alright. But yeah, hopefully we get island reworks as well. It's going to be a really cool update. It's pretty cool. Block Bulletin and Pain reworks going to be really cool. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.